Worst ancient torture method: rats. This horrific form of torture began during the Dutch Revolt. The method involves trapping rats inside a bottomless cage that is laid atop a victim's abdomen. Burning coals were then placed on a small tray on top of the cage, heating the metal from above. Desperate to escape the heat, the rats would then burrow through the only soft surface they could find, the victim's flesh. Scaphism. The Persians invented this nightmare fuel method in which the victim was placed in two hollowed-out logs or boats. With their heads and limbs sticking out, the victim was force-fed milk and honey, causing them to have uncontrollable diarrhea, which would fill up around them. Then the executioners would pour more honey over the victim's face, all of which would attract swarms of biting insects to feast, while the person would slowly expire of a combination of dehydration and bite wounds. The blood eagle. The Vikings allegedly came up with this nightmarish method. The victim's hands and legs were tied to prevent escape. Then the executioner would stab the victim by his tailbone and rip towards the rib cage. Each rib was then meticulously separated from the spine with an axe. Then the still living victim's lungs were pulled through the opening to form a pair of bloody wings.